All right, so for 7.7, number 33, we want to start with sine squared theta plus cosine squared theta is 1. And then what with this? Okay, so I think that somehow I can do some stuff and get 1 plus tangent squared theta is secant squared theta?
Yep.
Okay, so in order to motivate this, to figure out how they got this, maybe on color. What's secant theta?
1 over cosine.
That's 1 over cosine. So secant squared is 1 over cosine squared theta, right?
Yeah.
So you just replace cosine squared theta on top with 1 over cosine squared theta.
Well, you can't just do that one.
Well,
Or can you?
I mean, you probably can't just call it that.
Yeah, exactly. You can do it to both sides.
How about this guy? What's tangent theta?
Sine squared over cosine squared. No.
Tangent squared is sine squared over cosine squared. So,
So divide everything by cosine squared.
oh yeah, it looks like there got to be a bunch of cosines on the bottom, right? Okay, so if I take this guy and divide by cosine squared of theta,
No, man, you multiply by 1 over cosine squared of theta.
that's much better. Let's multiply by 1 over cosine squared of theta. So we'll get sine squared of theta over cosine squared of theta
Plus 1.
plus cosine, I'm illustrating,
Cosine squared theta
cosine squared over cosine squared
equals
is 1 over cosine squared theta.
Yeah, suddenly all these cosine squared theta.
So.
With me?
Yeah. This
Okay, and then
it just,
notice
that
that
was it. You just solved it.
That's
cosine
1.
squared over cosine squared is 1.
Sine squared over cosine squared is
Sine squared over cosine squared is tangent squared. And 1 over cosine squared is
secant.
One
secant
step
squared.
equation.
I am impressed.
Yeah, so it's worth noting that this one is basically the one you need to know. And if you want to get the others, you can either divide by cosine squared or you could divide by sine squared.
That's awesome.
If you divide by sine squared, what will you get?
1 over sine squared theta is what? Cosecant?
Cosecant.
Cosecant?
So
Okay.
you'll get
1 plus cosecant squared theta equals. No, 1 plus.
So you'll
tangent
get
squared
1
theta
plus
equals
cotangent squared of theta is cosecant squared of theta,
Cotangent is just sine over cosine, right? Not cosine over
which is probably problem
No,
34.
cotangent is cosine over
cosine over sine. The opposite of.
That's
Yeah,
not the
because
answer.
it's not reciprocal. It's
So
reciprocal.
the answer for number 33 was show how to obtain the identity from. So
Is this what we're gonna have on the
my
test?
claim is that this
My favorite thing to do.
is the show. Right? Maybe if I was being totally honest, the thing I would expect to see on your paper is all of this stuff.
It's a nice square.
Thanks.
It's a nice
I think you're
little-
being sarcastic.
When's our next test?
I don't know. It already is. It's on the syllabus.